Hello Internet, and we're back. The Nationals are over. There's only one more championship point event in Europe, and that's the Bochum Regional. But after the Milan Nationals this last weekend, our flights are almost all decided. Thanks to Billa's Twitter, here are the current championship point standings. Obviously the website hasn't updated yet. So we've got, most of these have got pretty much confirmed flights, but there's a few down here that are a little bit edgy. We've got Lyo and Deflo especially that might drop out if they have a poor performance at the regional, and maybe a few of these, maybe Eloy, maybe Albi, maybe any of these really do have a good performance in Bochum. You never really know, do you? But as for myself, you might have seen if you had eagle eyes that I've got this different team here. Now this is the team that I used in Milan. It's not a very old team. I built it about a week and a half ago, and it needs some refining. I quite like it, but I don't think it's a tournament-winning team, and that's probably what I needed, to be honest. I think it was the right thing to use a different team. I think the Lipa team wasn't good for two reasons: because people knew it, and people knew how to play against it, but also I was bored of using it. Using this team the week before the Milan National, I was so much more mentally stimulated, having to think about my moves and using a team that's completely differently. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. I quite enjoyed playing the game again. But I didn't do too well. I think most of my losses in the tournament were downfalls on the team's behalf, which might sound like I'm sort of passing the blame from myself. Maybe I could have played a couple of them a little bit differently, but I think most of my losses were to just not being able to handle certain things, to be honest. But it is what it is. I have finished on 466 championship points, so I'll be down there somewhere, 25th or something in Europe. So I've got a good amount of championship points. I've definitely got a world's invite, but not a flight. So that's very, very disappointing, obviously, considering how I was doing before the Nationals started. But then it all fell apart, as it tends to for me. So, oh dear. So I don't know if I'm going to go to Worlds. I just don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go into a battle. Going to show you how this works, basically. I'll just do a couple of games. I'm probably going to have a little bit of a break from Pokemon, to be honest, for maybe a little while. I might do bits and pieces on here on YouTube. I might do a video just sort of showing you this team and how I might change it and whatever. But we've got a Milotic. There were so many Milotic in the top cut of the Italian tournament. Seems to be getting more and more popular. I never really rated Milotic too highly, but maybe I was wrong. But let's just let's just do a couple of games and see how we go. So, okay, very sort of standard-looking team. I'm kind of worried with the double genies, although no one leads double genies against me for some reason. So I'm actually just going to go Cresselia, Charizard. I would like the Rhyperior for the Lightning Rod, and I think it would also make sense for me to take. Who shall I take? I like Ferrothorn, so I'm going to take Ferrothorn, I think. So there's a few tricks on this team. Sableye was the sort of last-minute change to the team that I probably did regret a little bit. I didn't take Sableye once in the tournament, although there was definitely one game that I did think, wow, I needed Sableye there. Sableye did a lot of work for me prior to the tournament, but on Showdown here, but didn't use it at all in the actual thing, so that's quite sad, really. Now he's probably expecting to I'm expecting him to just fake out the Cresselia, because he will want to stop me getting Trick Room up, and maybe even go for a substitute with his Heatran. I think he feels pretty safe doing that, so I'm actually going to go for a Helping Hand, Mega Evolve, Hidden Power Ground on Heatran. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so, well, he doesn't fake out the Cresselia, but I do get my Hidden Power Ground onto Heatran. Nice. So, I do that a little bit with this team, but Cresselia is in U-turn and return range now, which is annoying because Cresselia is the only thing that I've got here, aside from Sableye, which I haven't brought, obviously, that can have some kind of control over the game. I think that's one of the things that I miss most about this team, is I don't have really much control outside of Cresselia. Whereas on the Liepard team, I had Liepard, obviously, I had speed control on Cresselia, I had Thunder Wave on Thunderous as well, even Rock Tomb on Terrakion, so I had lots of ways of controlling things on that team. I love controlling games. But this team just doesn't. Like, he's put me smartly, put my Cresselia into return and U-turn range now. Maybe even U-turn and Rock Slide range. So I'm not sure what he's going to do here, but I'm going to bring my Ferrothorn in, and I'm just going to go for a Protect. My Ferrothorn's pretty good here, because I've got rid of his Heatran on turn 1. So, oh yeah, so he does return. Is he going to U-turn on it as well? Because he might just Rock Slide, considering I've got Charizard out. Yeah, he does. Okay, so Ferrothorn avoids that. That's fair enough. This turn, then, I can just Gyro Ball. Well, he might just Rock Slide again. He might even, actually Low Kick might even be a knockout on Ferrothorn from here if he has got Low Kick. He has got Return, so maybe he's got Power Punch instead. So this is a little bit of a risky turn, I think. What do we want to do? I think I'll Protect Ferrothorn, and I'm actually going to bring Rhyperior in. So we've got lots, oh, he's got Protect. So we've got lots of slow things going on here. Ooh, Superpower. So it's not Choice Lock, this Landorus, which is the assumption that I probably make too quickly. But I've got two fighting weak things out now, and he's probably got 2 fighting attacks coming towards me. So a Superpower from Landorus, will that even knock Ferrothorn out? That's a good question. What I will do is, I don't think he's going to Rock Slide, so I'm actually going to bring Charizard in and go for a Rock Slide. See, I'm thinking Rock Slide because I'm sort of banking on him activating my weakness policy, and then I can knock out the Kangaskhan. But maybe it would be safer to go for an Earthquake or a Drill Run onto the Kangaskhan. I think he'll activate my weakness policy. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Well, there's my weakness policy. Hopefully he hasn't superpowered the Rhyperior as well. He hasn't done, okay. So, yeah, I think he was kind of forced to... Oh, well, the Kangaskhan doesn't go down. I think he kind of was forced to target the Ferrothorn there, because I did get rid of his Heatran. Yeah, so he's just forfeited. Yeah, I did get rid of his Heatran turn 1, so my Ferrothorn was very good against his team. Because the Landorus isn't Scarfed, my Charizard is actually very fast. Unless his Landorus is timid, my Charizard should outspeed it. So, I think that game, you know, it was pretty much locked up. So, that's, you know, one battle. Let's just do one more. Hopefully we'll end this on a high. And, maybe we can see Sableye do some work. Poor Sableye's been left out of everything, pretty much. I used Sableye quite a bit on Showdown before the tournament. I thought it was brilliant, but I went on BattleSpot, did some games with it. Whenever well, actually no, that can't be right, because I didn't lose it all on BattleSpot. But no, it must have been the day before the tournament, I think, or the day before I flew off for the tournament. I did some games on Showdown. Yeah, it must have been on Showdown, and I brought Sableye quite often, and it just didn't do anything. Whenever I brought it, I lost the game. So I think I mentally told myself not to bring Sableye to anything. But I like the look of my opponent's team here. And we've got another Milotic. Milotic and Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat is an issue for this team. And Aegislash is an issue for this team as well. I think I said I did have Scrafty on the Sableye slot before the sort of last minute change. Because at least that's a Ghost Resist. There's no Ghost Resists on this. And it can knock it out with Knockoff, because it will underspeed it. Sableye can knock it out with Foul Play as well, because that does underspeed it, but it doesn't really appreciate taking a Shadow Ball. Now, what's he going to do then? He's probably going to lead with his Aegislash, and he's probably going to lead with either his Kangaskhan or his Tyranitar as well, expecting my Cresselia to want to come out. So I am actually going to take Sableye in this game. Good old Sableye. Let's see if he can do some work for us. And Sableye and Charizard, actually. Might seem strange, but let's do it. Let's try it. And I want Cresselia and Rhyperior in the back. So he leads with Kangaskhan and Aegislash, okay. So, Kangaskhan, was it the last game? I can't remember. He had the Scrappy, no, it wasn't the last game. I played a few games before this. Someone had a Scrappy Kangaskhan, which kind of, you know, caught me off guard a little bit, because you don't tend to expect, or I don't anyway, I expect most Kangaskhan to be in a focus now. So, I'm hoping this Kangaskhan can't actually touch my Sableye here, so I'm just going to go for a safe Will-O-Wisp on this Kangaskhan. Mega Evolve, and is not going to let his Aegislash get knocked out on turn 1, is he? Surely. So, actually what I am going to do is, I'm going to foul play the Aegislash and protect. Hoping that he doesn't have Scrappy, hoping that his Aegislash does attack, and then I can foul play and knock it out. Okay, so there's... Ooh, okay. So... Ooh. So there's a Scrappy. I'm presuming... Well, it has to be Scrappy Fake Out. He didn't Mega Evolve. There's my... I got a Citrus Berry on this Sableye, which does mean that I can take... The Citrus Berry is basically just for Aegislash. This Aegislash was Life Orbed, so it can... 2-hit KO my Sableye. That did 70%. But this Sableye with a Citrus Berry can take 2 Shadow Balls normally. So that was the thinking behind that, basically. Because this Kangaskhan has got Fake Out, I don't think it will have Protect. So he could switch to Kangaskhan, but nothing really, especially Tyranitar, doesn't really want to get burnt. I'm expecting he has brought the Tyranitar because I've got Charizard and... Cresselia as well. So I'm just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto this Kangaskhan. I was going to say the overheat is obvious on the Sableye. I mean, it's obviously not obvious because my Charizard is kind of threatening him. And the Charizard had just protected as well. I don't think he'll Will-O-Wisp the Charizard, so I am going to bring in Rhyperior here. Okay, so he's Mega Evolving with the Kangaskhan now. I do burn the Kangaskhan, it does hit, thank goodness. Yeah, so he returns the Rhyperior, and he overheats the Sableye. Okay, so it wasn't as obvious as my initial thought, but you know, it did happen. And I can safely Trick Room now and protect because I don't want to get burnt, basically. This Rhyperior, as we saw in the last game, has got Weakness Policy instead of Lumberry. Ooh, nice. So his power... Yeah, okay, so we predicted that quite nicely. So his Kangaskhan is basically neutral now. But, how should we play this? I mean, how bulky is this Rotom? That's a good question. I'm going to go for a Helping Hand Rock Slide, basically, hoping that it knocks the Rotom out. And there is the chance for the flinch on the Kangaskhan as well. Kangaskhan, a Power Up Punch won't knock Rhyperior out even here. Yeah, there's neutral, burnt +2. It's not low kick, so it is pretty weak. Okay, so I think I get a critical hit with that. But oh, he gets 1 critical hit back. He activates my Weakness Policy though. Okay, so am I in Sucker Punch range now? There's a good chance that I am in Sucker Punch range, but I can play it safe. I can protect with Rhyperior. The question is, will he predict my protect with Rhyperior and just Sucker Punch the Cresselia? Because I'm just going to go for a Psychic on to what was the Rotom. So he Sucker Punches the Rhyperior. The Kangaskhan definitely going down this turn to the Burn and the Sandstorm. Now, this is tricky. This is tricky. So, either... I'm expecting this Tyranitar to have low kick probably on it to knock out my Rhyperior. So if he protects with Rotom, because he knows I've got Charizard in the back, so he wants to keep, well, both of those are good against my Charizard actually. He wants to keep probably both of them safe. So it's a question of, do I either Earthquake or do I Rock Slide? I've got 2 turns here. Rotom can't one-shot my Rhyperior, but it can burn it. Tyranitar can probably one-shot my Rhyperior from here. So, the safer move would probably be to Earthquake, but yeah, I'm gonna Psychic the Rotom and Earthquake here. Okay, so oh, he double protects. Well, I'm fine with that. Now, because of +2, Helping Hand, Rock Slide will definitely lock out the Rotom. It will do a lot of damage to the Tyranitar as well. I know the Tyranitar is not Scarfed, so unless it Dragon Dances on this turn, then I'm feeling pretty good about this game as well. Or a Rock Slide misses. Could put a spanner in the works as well, but +2 Helping Hand, the Rock Slide just destroys everything apparently. So there we go. At least I've you know, shown a couple of you know, somewhat decent games with this team. So the team can work. I do like the team. Everyone that I spoke to that knew the team before the tournament said that they liked it. I think this team definitely could have done better in the tournament than it did, but it was me playing it. So nah. But it is what it is. It's Pokemon. It's a fickle game sometimes. It's unfortunate. Worlds is the question. Am I going to go? I don't know. Italian nationals, the nationals are all over there. If you did come up to me in Milan and you know, say hello internet, or you know, just show your appreciation for the teams, the videos that I make as well, then, you know, thank you very much. It does mean a lot to me. Again, it surprises me, especially in Italy as well. Like in the UK, okay, people kind of know me because I've been around for a little while, but in Italy, for people to come over and say that you watch my videos and everything, you know, genuinely, thank you very much. It does actually mean something to me. So thanks for that. But let's you know, let's stop here for now. Quite a short video compared to some of my last ones. But thanks for watching this, guys. Again, if you appreciate this, then, you know, like and share the channel and the video and everything. You know, just the general support business. But you know, thanks a lot, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and goodbye for now.